Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about stupid commies love playing identity politics. Specifically, we're going to talk about dumb bitches like Nina Turner and other folks like that. But we're also going to talk about what happened yesterday, which has to relate to identity politics at the Ring of Honor final battle post event thing or whatever. So basically, that's what this original is going to be about, and then we're going to talk about the Nia Turner story, actually. For those who know who Nia Turner is, quick summary. She used to be a state senator here in Ohio, and her commie ass, thankfully, was booted out through term limits. She tried unsuccessfully to run for Congress several times now, and is basically a proxy for Bernie Sanders in the state of Ohio. She is 100% a communist. She's a fucking idiot. She is a complete fucking retard, basically. She should probably be in Ohio prison for several fucking dozen felonies at this point for the shit she's pulled here when it comes to criminal stuff. But, yeah. Problem is that people don't want to do their job. Specifically, federal agents don't want to do their job, and neither does local cops, for that matter. Want to do their job to arrest a stupid cunt is what it is, dude. So, anyway. But, yeah, starting out with the Ring of Honor thing last night. So basically, for those that pay attention to obviously wrestling, you had Athena win the Ring of Honor Women's title for the first time. And what was some stupid fucking question that some dude asked her? How does it feel to be the first black woman to hold this title? It's like, bro, who the fuck cares what her race is? Who the fuck cares about that shit, dude? Except for identity politic pieces of shit like you, bro. And that's the entire problem right now. Hang on a second, gotta blow my nose out real quick. But yeah, nobody actually gives a fuck when it comes to identity politics except for people that want to push the shit, is what it is, dude. And that's the entire problem right now. When you have people like that who are trying to use somebody's win in a wrestling event to basically push that crap, all you're doing is demeaning that person. And what's even sadder is that Athena didn't even realize that, apparently, because she answered the question in like a weird way is what it was. And the thing was, it's like, it was a stupid question to begin with, because what the guy should have been asking her was, how does it feel to know it took you this, like, technically it should have been something along the lines of like, how does it feel to know that it took you, X amount of time to get here to this point to actually become champion or something like that? That's why you should have asked that question, honestly. Or it's like, how does it feel knowing that you're a women's champion after, 6-8 years, whatever it is in the business or something like that? And that would have been a much better question, honestly, for him to ask her. Not some identity politics bullshit is what it is, dude. Because honestly, you might as well say, he was saying to her basically, hey, we know that affirmative action basically led you to become champion. Like, that's essentially what he was saying to that woman. It's disgusting, dude, entirely. And the thing is, I'm a fan of Athena, honestly, dude. I have been for some time, And the thing is, that shit can go in the ring, dude. And the thing that bothers me the most about that shit is, like, honestly, that reporter guy for, I don't know what wrestling company what wrestling news company who's with or whatever. But the thing was, he might as well said to her is like, how does it feel to have a white husband? Because she does, by the way. She's married to a white guy. That's also another thing I think is weird when it comes to people, is that it seems to me, and this is something I've seen in quite a bit of the black community recently, in the last few years and stuff like that, is it's like a status symbol to marry whites for some reason. And I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's just very odd in general. But yeah, it's just like a whole thing, apparently, is that you have a lot of people that will do like mixed relationships like that is what it is. So it's just strange. But yeah, like I said, it's just a bunch of bullshit in general. But anyway. Um yeah, I actually watched the NXT pay-per-view last night too. That was pretty good. Well, I didn't watch it. I don't pay money for that shit. I should say I watched the highlights of it is what it was. And yeah, from what I saw from the highlights, it was pretty good, man. I enjoyed, the event itself, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with the new number one contenders out of those weird, I forget what that match was called, that 25-minute match that Michaels came up with and stuff like that. But either way, like I said, it's a bunch of crap, dude, with the Ring of Honor thing, and it's really just demeaning to Athena in general. But moving on to what we're going to talk about besides that, though, which is stupid bitch Nina Turner today. And like I said with Nina Turner, she is an ex-Democrat state rep here. I think she was a state rep and she was also a state senator. I know for a fact she was a state senator at one point. I believe she was also a state rep too. And yeah, her dumbass had the audacity earlier today, or sometime last night, whichever it was, I'm not sure exactly how long ago it was, to put out the following stupidity here on Twitter, saying, yes, the minimum wage should be raised to $25 an hour. No, it won't make the price of your Big Mac go up. Studies show this. Other countries that pay higher wages show this. To which my response to her was, you dumb motherfuckers said the same thing about inflation, and we know that was BS too. Shut the hell up, Nina. Like, seriously, she is a dumb fucking bitch, dude. And then we also had a few other responses I made today. This one guy named David here who said, fun fact, Denmark pays about $18 to $22 an hour depending on inflation levels to all workers above 18, and they offer 6 weeks paid leave, unlimited sick days, and maternity leave. All well, he said Big Mac, but he said Bog Mac, because he obviously fucked that up. Costs basically the same as it does in the US, it's even cheaper depending on the city. To which my response to him was, and Denmark's population is about 1/50 of that of America. Stop trying to compare nations the size of single U.S. states to the entirety of America. It doesn't work and never will. And that's actually true, by the way, because I decided to look up population of Denmark earlier today, and needless to say, it is very fucking small, dude. It is literally, where's that here now? Yeah, if you look up the population of Denmark here, it is... And mind you, this isn't everybody over the age 18. It's the entire population of Denmark, so it's less than that over the age 18. 5.857 million people as of 2021. So less than 6 million people, which, by the way, for those interested, the state of Ohio is about 12 million people in it. So it's half the size of this fucking state, dude. So yeah, to sit there and compare that fucking country to any state in the United States that has any decent population in it, you're smoking crack, bro. And that's the problem with these people. They'll always go like Denmark or some place like that is what it is, dude, because it's like, it's fucking small as shit is what it is, dude. And like I said, you can basically walk from most of these countries, dude, to another fucking country. Like, you can literally walk from Denmark to, like, other parts of Europe, for that matter, dude. Hell, you could walk from Russia to Ukraine to fucking Poland, if you really wanted to, in, like, a day or so, because they're that fucking small. And that's the entire problem right now. So, anyway. But, moving back on to other responses, I said to some people in the Turner thread here, which was, you had this fucking guy say, record profits prove they can afford higher wages without product price increases. And I said, you're talking about the same companies that own congressmen and senators through corporate lobbying. Good luck with your commie pipe dream. Which is true. And that's the whole problem, dude. And it is a communist pipe dream for these fucking people, dude, because they don't get it. They don't fucking get it and never will is what it is, dude. And that's why I hate fucking communists so much, dude, because they're a bunch of fucking retards is what it is, dude. But honestly, going on and reading some of the other responses of people trouncing Nina Turner's dumbass here on Twitter. So obviously you got her main stupid fucking thing about, oh, you can totally raise minimum wage at $25 an hour. It's like, no, you can't. Not without a fucking a bunch of shit happening, lady. And the whole point is, this is the problem I have with people like this, dude. The entire point is, minimum wage was never supposed to be a living wage, you dumb bitch. It was specifically supposed to be for literal high school kids to get a fucking leg up in an actual gainful employment to know what the real world was like before they got out of high school is what it was. It was a way for them to have pocket money to go walk around and buy some shit and not have to rely on mom and dad every fucking 5 minutes is what it was, dude. It was never meant to be like any of these fucking McBurger flipping jobs, dude, were never meant to be an actual career. Unless you're going to be a fucking manager or something in these places, and even then that doesn't really pay that well. But that's the entire point. You would have to be like manager or higher in a lot of these positions, dude, to actually make a decent wage and actually be able to take down the ability to have the ability to actually raise a fucking family on any of that living is what it is, dude. Because that's the entire point of minimum wage. It was never supposed to be meant to raise a family on. So, anyway. But yeah. So we have this other guy here say, if minimum wage is increased $25 an hour, price of Big Mac, and the price of Big Mac stays the same, McDonald's will switch to automatic kiosks and fire 90% of their staff. Enjoy your unemployment. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm going to respond back to that David guy there. Got somebody else say, show me one of these quote-unquote studies, and I'll show you 10 McDonald's that shut down or replaced workers with kiosks just because of the $15 an hour minimum wage. You got this guy that went by Cowboy said, the other issue is the minimum wage jobs were never, except what I said a minute ago, never designed to support a family, pay rent, etc. Primarily intended for young workers and as much about about gaining life experience as about money. Are kids not working as much these days? No, they aren't, dude, because the problem is they can't fucking find minimum wage jobs because fucking adult fucking people that are like 25, 30, 40 years old are working at fucking McBurger flipping jobs because, shocker, every good paying job was fucking sent overseas decades ago by pieces of shit like fucking Tim Ryan and dumb fucking cunts like Nina Turner when they were in office, dude. And that's the entire problem right now. You have every single good, potentially manufacturing job that was in this country at one point in time in history that's now been sent over to China and other countries like that, dude, because of stupid fucking assholes like this and because of bullshit crony capitalism garbage is what it is, dude. And that's why I can't fucking stand when people try to blame actual capitalism for the problems of America. It's like, no, dude. There is a huge fucking difference between crony capitalism and true capitalism. True capitalism would actually see someone like myself be able to become a multi-fucking millionaire overnight with a good idea. Crony capitalism is the exact kind of commie bullshit we're seeing right now with fucking assholes like Michael Bloomberg fucking short-selling stock and fucking doing all kinds of other horse shit that should be fucking many fucking decades in prison, if not the death penalty right now, for the shit that they pulled. When they're doing hedge fund manager crap there, that's literally doing nothing more than fucking over Americans and fucking manipulating the goddamn stock market, all while paying fucking piece of shit senators like Elizabeth Warren to fucking suck dick is what it is, dude. And that's exactly what that fucking commie piece of shit, by the way, herself, went on the whole fucking tirade about, like, oh, and this is why Wall Street Bets needs to be in prison now, because they figured out the fucking Ponzi scheme we've been doing here for decades now and fucked us over is what it was. Yeah, we fucking owned your bitch asses once, bitch, because we figured out your fucking scheme and we took advantage of it, and we fucking nailed your ass to the goddamn wall on that one. And honestly, I wish people in that whole situation would have done it 50,000 more fucking times, dude. Would have done the exact same thing that they did with GameStop and did that shit 50,000 more times and fucking bankrupted fucking scumbag, anti-gun, fucking cunts like Michael Bloomberg and Shannon Watts, dude. Because fuck all those fucking people, dude, seriously. And fuck you, Nina Turner. You fucking commie cunt. Anyway, continuing back on with the other responses here, this guy named Ross said, studies don't show this. Real life does show this. Plus, they show that low-income workers are not helped by this, but they do show that the wealth gap increases with each and every increase in minimum wage. Yeah, it does. Exactly, dude. Then you got that guy who I responded back to a few minutes ago saying some stupid shit here. He said, corporations don't have to increase any prices when the minimum wage increases. They can just make 10 million instead of 20 million, but I guess they can't survive on 10 million. And that was when I responded back to that guy about the whole, yeah, they own these congressmen and senators, dude, for corporate lobbying is what it is. And that's the problem with stupid communists, dude. They don't understand shit like that. They don't understand the basics of actually having a fucking brain is what it is. Let's see, you got this Mighty Kane guy say, I wish you all would go as hard on rent control. Minimum wage is important, but without rent control, the landlords are just going to eat that and the small businesses alive. So here's the problem with rent control in general, dude. Again, stop renting fucking places. Actually buy land and create a home, dumbass. That's the problem with stupid people again, dude. It's people that don't understand the difference between like actually owning a home or a small business or actually, having real work is what it is. And instead are like, no, but I gotta live in a fucking shitty little apartment the rest of my life, and the rent keeps going up on it. It's like, dude, stop living fucking apartment living, seriously. If you can afford to buy a home, which is pretty much impossible for most people nowadays because of all the bullshit we've seen, like I said a minute ago, all that crony capitalist bullshit we've seen in the last 50 years or so in our lives, you have these people that have basically cost us out of it, is what it is, dude. And that's why I'm so sick and tired of it, dude. That's why honestly I can't wait for like a referendum to happen in this country of just the shift, is what I like to call it at this point, which will be the balkanization, everything else like that. And these fucking rich assholes finally get what's coming to them, dude, is what it is. And these communist fuckers that are like Nina Turner and stuff like that finally get what's coming to them as well, dude. Because they're gonna wake up one day very soon. It's gonna be a rude awakening for their asses, man. When they're like, oh shit, we're not the number 1% here, is what it is. Now we're like just like everybody else is and stuff like that, dude. And everybody else like knows more than we do, and these fuckers can't survive, is what it is. Or it'll be their own private security taking them out, et cetera, there. So anyway. Let's see. This WK guy said, yeah, I brought this up too. In the short term, if the minimum wage was suddenly raised tomorrow, then yeah, I could finally afford housing. But in the minimum / long term, the capitalist would catch up and I'd be back to square one. Broad systematic changes are the only real solution to poverty. No, they're not, you dumb motherfucker. Like, that's the communist fucking mindset right there, dude. And to sit there again and blame capitalism on shit that's like clearly crony capitalism when you're not smart enough to actually just say crony capitalism. Like, that's the entire problem right now, dude. And again, if we had true capitalism, any of us could create a good idea and have a bunch of money tomorrow, is what it is, dude. Because the market itself would dictate that stuff. The problem with crony capitalism is, and that's where you have fucking shithole, asshole pieces of shit like fucking Mark Cuban and that other dumb motherfucker, O'Leary, whatever that guy's name is, that calls himself Mr. Wonderful on the Shark Tank show. These scumbag motherfuckers are the ones that are making all this fucking money and then making bullshit deals with people where they take like 30%, 40% of the business, whatever it is, dude, for some BS fucking deal that ain't even worth nothing, is what it is at the end of the day. Or is worth very little, is what it ends up being. So, yeah, it's a bunch of crap, dude. And they're like, oh, well, I'll give you, fucking $2 million for this thing or whatever the case be. Or it's like, here's $100,000 for like 20% of your fucking business is going to be worth like $20 million in like a year. It's such scumbaggery, ain't even funny, dude. And that's the entire problem right now. Anyway, Elijah Schaefer, for those who know who that is, he's one of the guys who works for Blue is the Blaze and some other companies and stuff. Called out Nina Turner on this one. He said, in a country that pays that as minimum wage, and this was $76, meaning the stuff he has on the thing there, said 12-pack of soda water, $11, Coke, $10.50 on sale, 8 strawberries, $6, and bananas, $1.35 a piece. Said I paid $15.50 for a block of feta cheese. This was a cheaper market too. I don't know what fucking state that was in, dude, but holy shit, that was way overpriced, dude. That had to be some major city, honestly, dude. Like a New York or an LA or something like that, honestly. Because there ain't no way you're paying that much for that little bit there, dude. And like places where I'm at here, you get at least double that anyway for that kind of money. Anyway, let's see. You got PDX Real said, labor cost is always the most expensive part of running a business. So yes, if you double your labor cost, you're going to drastically increase the sales cost of what you are selling. Let's see. You had that person that I responded to earlier say, record profits prove they can afford higher wages without product price increases. And that was when I responded back to his ass about like, yeah, and you got these people literally buying off corporate Got these corporate entities literally buying off congressmen and senators is what it is, dude. So, and then you got this Matt guy saying, from my own practical experience, I don't see how prices will not have to go up. Honest question. Please explain how if costs go up, prices don't go up. I know McDonald's has, quote, solved this problem by hiring less workers and using kiosks, but that doesn't seem like a solution. And that's the entire problem, dude. It's not a solution. And this is the problem with communism in a nutshell, dude. It never fucking works. And it's exactly why the end game of communism is death. It's why when all these dumb motherfuckers like Nina Turner and Bernie Sanders and fucking other dumbasses like that always are all like, but that wasn't real communism. It's like, yes, it is, dude. Because the end game of communism, just like fucking socialism, is everybody in a fucking mass grave. It's literally democide, dude. It's death by government. Period. End of story. The only solution to any of that shit, dude, is true capitalism. It's allowing the free market to actually thrive, and it's allowing people to have good ideas, have their ideas put to the forefront, and actually make a decent profit. The problem is when you add crony capitalism into the fucking mix, which is not true capitalism at all, it's a totally different thing at that point, which is what we've lived under for decades now. That's why people are so pissed off all the time. And I do not blame them for that one, dude, because it's bullshit. Because it's the rich getting richer and it's the poor getting poorer. And every fucking time you have a bunch of fucking ass clowns like your AOCs or your fucking Omars or your stupid bitches like Nina Turner, etc., dude, bitching and moaning about like, oh, well, this is why we need to tax the rich and da-da-da. No, this is why we need to actually stop fucking corporate lobbying with fucking stupid cunts like you being bought and paid for by every goddamn asshole on the fucking block is what it is, dude. I remember years ago, this is probably about 6-8 years ago, something like that, right around the beginning of Trump's administration, or maybe just before it, like Obama's administration or so, there was a meme that started going around, and it was basically talking about how every congressman and senator should be wearing jackets of who they're bought and paid for by, like racer jackets, essentially, where it's like, you know, big pharma here or, you know, big oil there, whatever it is, dude, doesn't really matter, honestly. But, yeah, I'm not going to lie, dude. At this point, it needs to be an automatic disqualification from office at this point. If you are bought and paid for by some fucking corporate lobbyist, dude, your ass needs to be out of office at that point, dude. If you are directly putting bullshit together that creates an omnibus bill that is going to fuck over the American people and inflate our country even higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, your ass needs to be out of fucking office, dude. It's as simple as that, really, honestly, at the end of the day. Which brings me to something else I want to talk about today, actually. And this is a Breitbart article from last night. I'll see if I can find it again here real quick, because it should be pretty quick here. Shit, where'd it go now? Hang on, give me a minute. Here it is. So, Katie Britt, who is a senator-elect right now, she's going to be in the Senate come the new year, did a whole bunch of stuff on Breitbart yesterday as exclusives here. Exclusive, Senate-elect Katie Britt, Americans want a GOP to stand with a backbone of steel. In the same fucking thing, says no place for JCPA media cartel bill and omnibus bills. There's no fucking place for omnibus bills, period, you dumb fucking cunt. Let alone fucking the bullshit media cartel bill, lady. There should never be omnibus bills in this fucking country ever, Katie Britt. And you doing that, you saying that shit right there about, oh, there's no room for the JCPA in an omnibus bill. There's no fucking room for a goddamn omnibus bill that's gonna fucking inflate this country even more, you dumbass. And the fact that you don't have the fucking balls to actually say that, bitch, is exactly why you shouldn't be in the fucking U.S. Senate. I am so fucking sick of this shit, man. I am so goddamn sick and tired of these fucking people. This is the same fucking bitch that's talking about, oh, the GOP's have a backbone of steel. Clearly, you don't fucking have anything, bitch. Because you're going out there and saying stupid shit about fucking omnibus bills. You're literally saying in the fucking headline of this, the omnibus bill should exist. That's what you're fucking saying. And then it continues on here. It says Alabama Senate-elect Katie Britt joined Breitbart Washington bureau chief of Sirius XM's radio, hailing Republicans' successful effort to keep the JCPA media cartel bill out of the NDA and urging fellow Republicans to keep a watchful eye for any attempt to insert the derailed media bailout into an omnibus spending bill. Again, these omnibus spending bills shouldn't fucking exist. When you're literally funding border walls in other countries, and you're not directly funding the U.S.-Mexico border wall that could easily stop fucking millions of illegals, including fucking child molesters, from getting back into our fucking country, dude. Yeah, there's a huge fucking problem right there. We don't need to be funding border walls in fucking the country of Jordan. We don't need to be funding fucking speedboats in fucking Sri Lanka. No, we need to be funding American fucking shit, period. Everybody else can fuck off, dude, at that point. And I'm dead fucking serious about that shit. I am so fucking sick and tired at the age of 37, almost 38, to sit here and watch this fucking country be railroaded into the fucking ground by a bunch of goddamn fucking child molesters who are of the silent generation and fucking baby boomers, dude. I am so fucking sick and tired of these old fuckers in office right now, dude, who have been there for fucking decade after decade after decade. And I am fucking goddamn fed up to my fucking teeth at this point of it, dude. Because it's fucking bullshit. This is exactly why we need to have a 20th Amendment of the Constitution of automatic disqualification of receipt of power in this country, dude. Every single one of these fuckers should be gone. Gone from fucking office, dude. It should be a brand new set of people entirely that should be mandatory, maxed at no longer than 10 years in office, dude. Through term limits. And until we insert some shit like that, nothing's ever going to fucking change, dude. Now, granted, on that one, you'd have to have senators be like 2 terms, essentially. Because it's 12 years, obviously. But that's the entire point, dude. Is it should be no more than 5 consecutive terms in Congress and or 2 terms in the U.S. Senate. So it'd be a combination thereof. Whichever is lower. So if you want to do a Senate term, you can be two terms in Congress and then you're done. 10 years done. Or it's you get two terms in the U.S. Senate and you're done. Simple as that, dude. Now, granted, would that get rid of some good people? Some decent people like Rand Paul and stuff? Yes, it would. But again, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, dude, because this is exactly what the fucking point is. You should not have career politicians, period, in this country. And if we actually held these people's fucking feet to the goddamn fire, dude, you wouldn't have stupid shit like this right here, where it's fucking Brit being like, oh, but they need to stop this stuff from going into omnibus bills. There shouldn't be an omnibus bill for it to go into, Katie Britt. That's the entire point, lady. You shouldn't have 500,000 fucking things that are nothing but a bunch of pork stuff bullshit that's going to inflate our country even further towards Venezuela levels at this point to even be a fucking bill. Obviously, Congress and Senate love to waste other people's money, love to waste taxpayers' money because they don't fucking pay taxes. Meanwhile, they're doing insider trading like a motherfucker every 10 fucking minutes is what it is, dude, or less. Probably more like every 4 to 5 minutes at this point, honestly. Right before the CHIPS Act. Remember that shit, dude? Remember when they passed that shit? Right before that, dude. Current Congressman Bob Gibbs is going to be out of office at the end of the year, and it currently represents me, by the way, in this state. That fucking cocksucker, along with literally about fucking 40 other rhinos and like 100-something fucking Democrats, dude, all made a fucking shitload of stock trades to directly benefit their own fucking pocketbooks. How are these fuckers not facing the death penalty for that dude right now? Seriously. I'm dead fucking serious about that, dude. Why are they not on fucking trial for a federal death penalty for insider trading right now, dude? When they are directly benefiting themselves and fucking over the American people in the process. That shit is high treason level stuff, dude. Because you are directly destroying the sovereignty of this fucking nation. I am so sick of it, man. I am so fucking sick of it. I have personally fucking had it, dude. Had it a long fucking time ago, man. And then, of course, you got that fucking stupid cunt Sheila Jackson Lee having the audacity to bring up gun control the other day and be like, oh, that merchant of death guy, it was his guns that killed Americans, not him. Bitch, how the fuck are you still in Congress? How the fuck are you still in Congress? How the fuck are you still free and not facing the death penalty right now? You have directly infringed on Americans' constitutional rights thousands of fucking times while you are sitting Congresswoman. How are you not in a federal prison right now, awaiting death penalty? That's my question, honestly. And I know how. It's because fucking shithead FBI agents out there. It's because shithead fucking other Alfred agency little fuckboys would rather fuck with American citizens and actually do their job and arrest criminal politicians, dude. It's because these same fucking Fed boys literally take kids to fucking child molesters in the U.S. House and in the U.S. Senate so that they can be raped to death by these fuckers, dude. They are the go-between. They are the middlemen. They're the guys grabbing fucking kids off the streets in the fucking vans, dude. And then taking them to some congressman's house or some fucking senator's house or whatever the fuck it is at that point, dude. Or some fucking fucked up back room, some eyes wide shut shit and stuff like that. That's what it is at the end of the day, dude. And that's the one thing about that movie, by the way. You know, as much shit as I give Hollywood, the one film of all time, that Tom Cruise movie, Eyes Wide Shut, dude, that showed exactly what these fuckers do behind closed doors. And it showed exactly what we're seeing right now, man. Which is the giant pedophile ring in the U.S. government and the giant pedophile ring in Hollywood that all coalesce into each other is what it is, man. It's why you have traffickers in both of them to go to each other. And you have kids being disappeared every day in this country. Hell, you have so many kids, so many unaccompanied minors that have crossed our border, dude, that have gone missing in the past year and a half or so that nobody can seem to find. And it all has to do with the fact that they're all in fucking congressmen's basements and shit like that, dude. Until they're dead, and then their bodies are taken to some place to be incinerated, probably is my guess, honestly, at this point, dude. I mean, hell, there's a lot of industrial incinerators around this country, dude. Like, you can't honestly tell me that there's not a bunch of dead bodies going to these incinerators, dude. So, you know, be the easiest way to fucking dispose of them bodies, honestly, dude. Of these young, poor, innocent kids that they've killed and raped to death. So, anyway. But yeah, it fucking disgusts me, dude, to see stupid-ass motherfuckers like this Katie Britt woman being like, oh, but, we should totally still have an omnibus bill. We just don't need the JCPA media cartel bill in it, is what it is, dude. No, we don't need the fucking omnibus bill either, lady. That's the entire point. You don't need to be having Congress and Senate vote on trillion-dollar fucking spending bills that should not exist. You don't need to have them sending fucking billions of dollars in fucking funding to Ukraine in weapons, munitions, and everything else like that, dude. By the way, in most cases, every single one of those weapons that are being sent over there, dude, are directly impacting America's war with fucking China in the future, dude. It's all single-use shit that it's going to take anywhere from 3 to 10 fucking years to be replaced. Not to mention the fact that you have recoilless rifles that are actually being taken out of U.S. military service members' hands to be sent over to Ukraine now, dude. Like, what the hell kind of fucking retarded sense does that make, dude? You have a Navy SEAL out there who actually needs that recoilless rifle to go into a special ops fucking thing to take down some fucking piece of shit in some country. Oh, no, sorry, we gotta take that rifle now and send it to Ukraine. You are directly fucking hurting these men and women, dude. What the hell kind of fucking stupid shit is that, dude? That is some of the dumbest stuff I've ever heard in my entire life, man. For them to do that kind of crap, dude. And then not to mention all the fucking pallets full of cash that are directly inflating our country right now. Then you got the fucking crypto crap that's coming out now, and you got fucking... Let me see if I can find it here real quick. There was another one of these... I'm just going to go ahead and pull this up as an actual thing here, because there was some article here today that was talking about it on Breitbart. I forget exactly which country it was that was implementing it now. I think it was one of the topper stories here. Let's see, that's not the ones. Oh yeah, you had that fucking stupid commie Bernie Sanders talking about cinema leaving the Democrat Party. Thought that was kind of funny. God, where's Asher now? I swear to God, there was one here earlier that was talking about... Yeah, then we got more arms to Ukraine bullshit. Fucking stupid. God damn it, where's that? Not Morocco. There we go. UK prepares to introduce central bank digital currency, CBDC. Which, by the way, this is the same crap they want to push here in America, too, by the way, to create a cashless society to where they can track every fucking purchase you've ever had and can cut off your fucking chip if they want to, man. Fuck that shit, for real. Then, of course, you got scumbag DeSantis claiming, warns he will hold vaccine manufacturers accountable. Never forget, this is the same sack of shit, by the way, who went around the federal government to get jabs for every person in Florida. Yeah, nobody ever remembers that shit, apparently, dude. This dude, just like many other U.S. governors currently, dude, should be tried for crimes against humanity right now for the shit they pulled the past 3 years, dude. But it's never going to happen, and unfortunately, DeSantis is probably going to become president at some point, dude, or at least run for 2024 anyway. Fuck him, dude, seriously. Fuck him, fuck Trump, fuck the Democrat Party, fuck them all, dude. At this point, I say fuck the federal government entirely, and we go back to the states' rights at this point, dude. Fuck having a federal government ever again. And we all move on with our lives at the state level is what it is, man. And then we'd be so much better off. It'd be how our founders truly intended it to be. That's why we got the 10th Amendment to begin with, man. And honestly, I think we'd be better off as a nation. Now, granted, some states would suck ass because it'd be like blue hellholes, but that's, again, why you move to redder areas and stuff like that and elect good people is what it would be, man. And we actually have the ability to recall everybody is what it would be then. And do something at a state level is what it would be, kind of like how I mentioned with 20th Amendment earlier, where you would actually have auto DQs in office is what it is, dude. If you're breaking your oath to office, you're done. If you're committing deprivation of rights or code of law, you're in jail. And it'd be as simple as that, honestly. So, anyway. Like I said, though, I'm just fucking over it. I'm sick and tired of all of it. I've had it with so much of this bullshit, dude. I've had it with the scumbaggery going on in our country. And I'm done. I'm done with all of it, man. And it's exactly why I do plan on doing stuff in the future when it comes to political-based stuff, because I know for a fact it's going to take me and others getting into office to actually fix the fuckery that's gone on with the rest of these assholes for decades now. And if it means state government fighting federal government, that's what it means, dude. If it means having good, honest governors and general assemblies again to actually grow a fucking pair of nuts to be willing to fight fucking federal tyranny, then that's exactly what it means at the end of the day, dude. If it means balkanizing, that's what it means. If it means actually having a true revolution again, then that's what it means. You know? And it's really as simple as that at the end of the day. So, like I said, though, going back, talking about Nina Turner again for a minute or two here, there's a reason that this woman lost twice for Congress in the past, 3 election cycles, dude. Because she fucking sucks, dude. Because she is a terrible fucking choice. There is a reason why she has not run for state politics in the state of Ohio again since she lost here when she left the state senate 8-10 years back now, whatever it was, because she was a terrible fucking state senator, dude. And like I said, nothing's ever really going to change until we change it, dude. Nothing's ever really going to change until we start holding people's feet to the fire and you actually have good law enforcement do their job again and start arresting criminals in this country for oath breaking, for deprivation of rights or color of law, for all kinds of insider trading stuff that they've committed, for all kinds of other felonies they've committed. And until that happens, something's going to change. And unfortunately, you have far too many evil people in these alphabet agencies right now, dude, that are in cahoots with these fuckers, dude, that are the ones directly, doing what needs to be done to cover up their crimes. And I don't understand why. Why would you cover up fucking crimes of people raping kids, dude? Unless you are also involved in that shit. And it makes a lot of sense then if they are, honestly, dude. But yeah, it fucking sickens me, dude. It really does. And this is exactly why we're seeing the weaponization that we've seen for the past, few years now. Because these fuckers are trying to actually distract away from their own sickening, disgusting bullshit, dude. And I hear a lot of people, by the way, talking about that Paul Whelan guy, the one that was supposed to be the Marine over there in the Russian penal colonies and stuff like that, and how he should have been traded for that bout dude and stuff. No, nobody should have, dude. Not him, not that bitch Griner. None of them, dude. Because as far as I'm aware, Paul Whelan, everybody says he was a Marine. He was a fucking mercenary, dude. Straight up. Everything I've looked into that dude, he was doing mercenary work over in Russia, dude, when he got caught. He was a dumb motherfucking spy who was too stupid to actually realize that he was about to get caught and get the fuck out while he had a chance. And instead was doing like mercenary black ops work over there for money. So yeah, fuck him and fuck Brittany Gaynor too, dude. Or Griner, however pronounce your stupid ass name, dude. Like, they both should have been left to rot, honestly, in my opinion. So, and honestly, that fucking arms dealer guy should have been executed on soil here in America, dude. Should have been public executed on American soil years ago. And the fact that he wasn't was a slap in the face of this country, dude. You don't let merchants of death live, dude. There is a reason why you have treason being a death penalty sentence in this country. There is a reason why we used to use it for spies in this country, dude. And other different stuff like that. Spies, arms dealers, all that stuff like that, dude. And the fact that we haven't done that in like almost a fucking century now, because I think the last time we did it was like the 1930s or 40s or something like that when we killed fucking spies, dude, over here in America. It's like, bro, it's time to bring that shit back, man. It shows people that we don't fuck around, dude. It shows, hey, you want to fuck with Americans? You want to fuck with American soil? You want to fuck with the lives of American citizens? This is what happens to you, motherfucker. And that's what should have been done to Victor Bout. Period. And the fact that we let this fucking scumbag be traded for anybody is fucking bullshit, dude. The fact that you have had Biden's bitch ass do the same fucking thing with dozens of fucking Guantanamo terrorists in the past fucking year or two is bullshit too. And it's the same crap with celebrity crap, dude. And you had, I think it was Pompeo actually was the one that mentioned it in one of these other Breitbart articles today. Let's see if I can find it here real quick. Let's see, is it the one? Yeah, here we go. I can pull this up here real fast. You had Mike Pompeo specifically come out and say, Biden trading bad guys for celebrities creates incentives to take more famous people. Yes, it does. And that's the entire problem right now, dude. You know? And you guys might remember there was a movie that I believe was based on real life. It came out some years ago. It starred Denzel Washington as a crap, I'm trying to remember who he was in that. Like a security guy or something like that. And I forget what country it was. But he was basically a security guy for this dude. And specifically his daughter is what it was. And it was essentially to stop her from being kidnapped. And she was kidnapped. And then he went on like this whole thing to get her back is what it was. Sure, it was an inside job on that one. But the whole thing is like, that's what was going on in those countries, dude. You had them basically snatch up rich people and stuff like that to be used as bargaining chips for money, usually is what it was. Or in this case, it would be, hey, let's go ahead and jack some fucking celebrity or whatever the case be. And now all of a sudden we're going to get, one of our people back again is what it was, dude. It was one of the worst fucking trades possible. And it shows the weak, pussified bullshit, fucking cheater scumbag that Biden is, honestly, dude. When you literally had the dumb bitch fucking fake press secretary the other day claim, oh, and this is because Brittany Gaynor fucking checked all of our little check mark boxes of fucking intersectionality crap and stuff like that. It's like, who fucking cares if she checked all those things? Fuck her and fuck you. This is a terrible fucking deal. You show exactly what kind of fucking dipshits you really fucking are in this whole thing. And it makes Americans as a whole look like a bunch of fucking weak-ass pussies. And I'm going to tell you right now, dude, I ain't no fucking weak-ass pussy. But what it shows to me is that you fucking assholes who really stole a goddamn presidency and multiple fucking U.S. Senate seats and multiple congressional seats for that matter in the last 2 election cycles too as well in that one. that you are a bunch of weak ass old fucking pussies and be thrown the fuck out of office right now, dude. That's what shows me right now, honestly, entirely. And it shows why every last one of you fuckers should be brought up on high treason charges right now, dude. Enough is enough of this shit, dude. It's time for military tribunals in 2023, period. And I mean that dead serious, dude. It's time for the military to get off its fucking ass in the year 2023, less than a month from now, and start up military tribunals for all these fucking traitors in this country, dude. Because that's the only way to get us back to square one. That's the only way to get America back to where it needs to be in the future when it comes to non-corrupt country. Because otherwise we're going to keep seeing the same bullshit we saw in 2020 and 2022 and 2018. And it's going to be cheat after cheat after cheat after cheat after cheat by fucking cheaters. Enough is enough of it, dude. Yeah, I'm fucking done, man. And to go back to the Denzel movie, yeah, it was Man on Fire. So, great movie too, by the way. If you never watched this, I guess you watch that. It's a really good movie, dude. It's one of the better Denzel Washington action flicks out there. It starts out a bit slow. It's a little bit of a slow burn to begin with, but yeah, it definitely gets intense near the end of it, is what it is. So, but like I said, though, it's a bunch of shit, dude. It's a bunch of shit. You got scumbag criminals. You got fucking shit-ass fucking retarded motherfuckers who did a bunch of crimes, got caught, and are now being traded back to the United States for fucking bad people is what it is, dude. Which, by the way, nobody really ever talked. Like, I mean, I think people do talk about that Britney bitch, though, honestly, dude. The thing was, she literally went into a country where having various weed stuff is super fucking illegal, and yet still went into Russia with that stuff because she didn't fucking care, dude. Oh, I'm a fucking NBA star. They ain't gonna do nothing to me. And they did some shit to you. They rightfully arrested you, and they put you into a fucking penal colony. And that's where you should have been living the rest of your damn life, bitch. For the next, 10 years or so, or how the fuck long it was gonna be. The fact that you had the fucking fakest ass administration in the U.S. history make a fucking deal for your bitch ass is fucking slap in the face to this entire country, dude. It is a slap in the face to every American that was ever left over in these countries that didn't do anything really wrong. It's especially a slap in the face to that one kid who was murdered by North Korea for literally just taking a fucking flag or whatever the hell it was off the fucking wall of some hotel he was at. By the way, that kid was a Ohioan, if I'm not mistaken. He was, I think his name was Otto something or other, Wembley or something like that. I forget what it was. But yeah, all he did was basically so-called deface something, and they killed him, dude. And I think it was Obama's administration that eventually, basically got back his dead body, is what it was, dude. It's like, fuck that, dude. And honestly, if you're going to make the trade, Brittany Gaynor for Victor Bout, dude, it should have been Brittany Gaynor for Victor Bout's dead body. That's what it should have been. Should have been like, okay, we'll send them back to you in pieces. And you just send back, I don't know, a fucking severed head. And then some limbs and shit, dude. So, seriously. Send that motherfucker back in a pine box. By the way, for those that don't know, that Bout guy is the inspiration for the movie Lord of War. So that shows you how bad that guy was, dude. That they literally made a movie about his life as a fucking arms dealer. It's just bullshit, dude. Fucking pisses me off, dude. But yeah, it's just fucking disgusting. And like I said, it fucking pisses me off, man. It should piss off every American, honestly. Because it really does show the weak ass fucking criminality going on in this country right now, dude. And it shows just the absolute bullshit at a federal level that's been allowed to be perpetrated against the American people for the past almost 3 years now. So, I don't know. I don't know if anything's going to change next year or not. I think we're just going to get worse and worse. And like I said, this is why I'm trying to prepare now. This is why I'm trying to get my shit together right now. And when it's all said and done, this is why I plan on being in a good position to be able to fight tyranny. Because I believe we're definitely going to face a lot of tyranny next year and going into 2024, especially if we even make it that far. I don't think that there's a lot of good people out there anymore at a federal level, dude. I really don't. I just don't think there is. And I think we're definitely heading towards bad times for a lot of time in the future. And unfortunately, you know, there's going to be a lot of fakes out there. There's going to be a lot of fake patriots. There's going to be a lot of, phonies infiltrating and stuff like that, trying to be agent provocateurs and shit. And there's going to be a lot of good people that will hopefully survive. And, if nothing else, every single one of these grandstands, every single one of my rants for the past several years now, this is all just something people can look at in the future and, talk about and discuss and whatnot and understand that, like, hey, this man was leaving a legacy. He understood what was about to happen. He got it like most of us did. And he's trying to give us a roadmap to stop it. And that's what it really is at the end of the day. I'm just trying to give a roadmap to stop this shit, dude. And if that means fighting tyrants, if that means fighting tyranny, local, state, federal, etc., that's what it means. If it means doing what needs to be done, bringing lawsuits against people to stop it before it ever becomes bloodshed, that's what it should do. If it means having to go full 1776 at some point, because we inevitably will have to go there at some point, probably, then that's what it means. Again, that should always be a last resort. So, anyway, best thing I could give as advice right now is be prepared. Have your ducks in a row. Make sure that you're ready. Because I believe we're going to get worse and worse. And I believe we're going to hyperinflate very soon in this country. Potentially to Venezuela levels. So if you're not able to grow your own food in the next year or so, if you're not able to be in part of a community that is able to take care of people and be able to live as a smaller entity and stuff like that within the state, you're probably going to be in bad shape. If you're not able to hunt, fish, etc., you're going to be in bad shape. If you're in a major city in the next 365 days, you're probably going to be in bad shape. Well, I should say you'll most likely be dead. And if you're on the outskirts of a city, you should probably head for the fucking hills as quick as possible, is what it would be on that one, dude. Because it's only a matter of time before the people that are in them cities that survive come after you as well. So, but needless to say, yeah, it's going to get worse and worse, especially in these Democrat-run hell pockets. I think you're going to see murder increase like fucking crazy in the coming year or so. I think you're definitely going to see, especially in places like California where they allow for people to steal shit and get away with it, you're going to see that continuing to ramp up. You're going to continue to see stores close because of that. It's pretty much going to be anywhere law and order is not respected, you're going to see go to shit. Any place that you actually have law and order being restored through things like constitutional carry and stand your ground and stuff like that, you're going to see a lot less people fucking around because they're going to find out very quickly if they don't. And unfortunately, you're going to have a lot of stupid people make stupid mistakes is what it is and get themselves killed. And you're going to have a lot of criminals get got very quickly. And specifically, I think we're going to leave it off on this one here, if I can find the article here real quick, because it was down in the thing here a little bit ago. Let's see if I can find it again here. Okay, it was here a minute ago. Where the hell did it go now? Damn it, I know it was here a minute ago. Let's see here. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. Swear it was just here a second ago. Yeah, it probably went off on the thing. Anyway, the article I was going to talk about was there was a woman in Nevada who was able to kill a carjacker with his own gun. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of stupid people bring shit to the table, and they're going to end up getting disarmed and killed with their own shit, dude, is what it is. Or they will have American citizens that actually are armed ourselves that will simply not put up with their shit anymore, dude, and blow their asses away. So, needless to say, I think we're definitely coming to a precipice in history right now where people are sick of it, man. They're sick and tired of government. They're sick and tired of government tyranny. They're sick and tired of criminals being released by the government. And they're going to fight back. And good for them. And that's what I want to say about the end of the day. So, you should always be your own first responder. You should always be your own self-defender. Cops are never going to be there for you. They're only going to be there to take the statement of who survives and clean up the crime scene when it's all said and done, man. So, yeah, needless to say, if you're not armed, get armed. If you're already armed, try to get a little bit more armed, honestly. Because when things go south, you're not going to be able to get spare parts, man. You're not going to be able to get things to replace things. If your gun becomes inoperable, you're going to need either another gun or some way to repair it. Have a spare, have backup stuff to repair, If you got a rifle, have another BCG, man, etc., etc. Because you never know, man. Bulk carrier groups might fail, firing pins might fail. Hell, have another trigger for that matter, man. Have another trigger pack. You never know if a trigger is going to break or something like that. Have things ready. Have extra mags, have spare mags. Have extra ammo. All that good stuff, man. Have extra food and water, because you never know if it's going to be, grid down or snowbound or wherever it is, dude. And you're going to need the extra calories and the extra food and water and supplies and stuff like that to be able to survive for, X amount of time. Best thing to be, honestly, is in a place where you're not going to have to leave it, where you're going to be able to bug in and be able to survive for some amount of time is what it is. And if you have to bug out as quickly as possible and get the hell to your location where you need to bug in at, and then bug in entirely is what it is. So, anyway, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. I'll hopefully be back on tonight with on Honda's channel. He was gonna do a chat last night, but apparently from what he told us on the Discord, he fell asleep and was just very tired after that and went back to sleep. I think, if I'm not mistaken, not too long after that. So I don't blame him. That dude works hard, and I'm surprised he hasn't hit the wall a few times now at this point. I know for a fact what I do, man. Like, this is why I don't do the 2A cast most Fridays anymore, dude, because I'm just so tired. I just get exhausted from doing random stuff anymore, and yeah, I'm just napping. So, in fact, I might go take a nap here in a little bit. Now I'm thinking about it before tonight's chat. So, anyway, that's pretty much where we're at the day, though. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.